Hi, so this is my first video on this channel. I have another channel called SLW Events, and I'm an event planner by trade. And I thought it would be nice to get on to YouTube and talk about events. And so I've put a few videos up there. So if you're interested in special events and um, whatever goings on in that world, then shoot over to SLW Events and check out my videos. But I wanted to start a new channel because I was on YouTube, which is my form of cable nowadays, because I haven't had cable for uh, years. After they kept like switching the bill up on me and increasing the payments and stuff, I was like, So I do YouTube pretty much every day, all day while I'm at my desk. And I was listening to, I discovered the algorithm sent me a new channel called the New Narrative. And she was saying that she was looking on YouTube, and she's older than 40, and she was saying that there wasn't a lot of content on YouTube for women above the age of 40 and 50 and so on. And so she was saying that there were other perspectives that need to be out there, and our voices need to be heard. And I was like, I have plenty of opinions and thoughts about what's going on in the world. I have thoughts about retirement because that's coming up in the next, God, I hope 10 years. And that's what I mainly want to talk about on this channel. It's just my journey to figuring out how I'm going to retire. I want to retire early, and I'll talk about how I got to that point where I feel like it's something that I can do. But yeah, I want to retire on time at least. And so, um, especially like during the pandemic when everybody was shut down and in the house, and we didn't have anything to do but to discover things about ourselves. And so of course I was on YouTube. I was discovering, prepping, because everybody was trying to go find toilet paper and water and bread, and things were flying off the shelves. And so the algorithm sent me a whole bunch of like Homesteaders and like Lead Farmer 73 and Essie Crumpa, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right. And so I discovered some things about myself that I didn't know through just having the time to sit down and not just be living to work. And so I discovered gardening. And at the time, I lived in a condo. And so I was um, started my own little garden, my patio garden. And I was growing vegetables. I mean, I was growing okra and tomatoes and bell peppers and everything. But so anyway, so during COVID and all of our jobs, making it a priority to allow us to sit and work from home, it just opened a whole new world for me. Like just like everybody else, I felt a different perspective about my life and about work and what the meaning of work is, what the meaning of work should be to my life. And it's a means to earn money so that you can enjoy why God created you. And I'm not going to go all into that part, but I can. But, we weren't put here in this world to work, to be dedicated to a machine that doesn't serve the human body, that doesn't serve our mental health and wellness, that doesn't serve fostering relationships with our family and everything. And so in COVID, I was like, there's got to be something else. I was nearing at that time my early 40s. What was 4 years ago? So I was in my early 40s, my very early 40s, and I was like, this can't be. This is not what the rest of my life is gonna be. Is anticipating going back to work and working hard until what? Now they're up in the age to Social Security in the U.S. to 72 or something like that. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy work and I enjoy the relationships and the things that I produce at work, especially as an event coordinator. That's one of the most joyful jobs that there is out there. Really, it's stressful, but it's also joyful. But yeah, I enjoy what I do, but I don't want to do it forever. I don't want to do it as a 65, 60 some year old person. I want to see the world. I want to travel, and I don't want to have to wait for my 2 weeks or wait for the 1 week that I can squeeze in the year to go travel for 2 days and then spend 3 days in a beautiful location, and then come back to my job and then just work forever. So anyway, so in COVID, in the pandemic, I discovered the FIRE movement. And for those who don't know FIRE, it's financial independence, retire early. And so that just opened up a whole nother world again of people that have figured it out, that got it early and decided that they wanted something different other than this machine. So Our Rich Journey is a channel that I discovered and watch and follow still. Exodus Summit, a community of Black women who are deciding, I don't want to work forever. They focus on taking sabbaticals or time off from work, or retiring early and moving out of the country in a lot of cases, in most cases with the Exodus Summit, and finding other places to live in the world where you just don't have to be oppressed by work in the way that we do here in the United States. And they're making it work, and they're thriving, and they're glowing. And so I follow Exodus Summit. I follow Steph, who was created by Stephanie Perry, who is a house sitter, and she travels the world doing house sitting. And Rashida Dow, who is retired early, and she lives in Mexico, and just is gathering the Black women together and saying there is another way. There's a beautiful life that's waiting for you if you would just be brave enough to take it. And so I have been using the tools because they teach, they of course they have like coaching sessions that you can pay for and sign up for, but they also show you how to make other streams of income, like getting on YouTube and things like that. And so I've taken through Our Rich Journey, and Our Black Utopia is another channel that they focus on how you can just get your finances together, figuring out what it would take to get your finances together so that you can go retire early, enjoy the rest of your life. But the thing about it is with YouTube is that I mainly find the people who have already done the thing, but there's not a lot of people I notice on YouTube like me that are in the middle of their journey, that are sharing like, okay, this is what I learned on this channel, and I'm having difficulty like getting to the next steps, or what do you think about this, or learning about investing and like from the beginning. Because when I went to college, like I don't remember learning about this. I was a journalism major. Public relations was what I like finally like minored in, and I don't remember any classes about like, okay, there's another way. There's a way to invest or to be an entrepreneur or stuff like that. Like I'm in my mid 40s, and at that time, I don't remember like that being a big push. It was go get a job, a good paying job that hopefully has pensions available, sign up for a 401k during your orientation, and you're like, what the heck did I just hear and learn, and what now? Where am I supposed to sign, and what am I supposed to select and all of that, and they don't give you any time to figure out what it is that they just told you, basically. And so, like, beyond being an adult and trying to figure that out on the fly, I don't really ever remember like having a formal education on that, or if I did, I didn't take advantage of it. That's for sure. So, like, I would love to be a part of a community, or if I have to start the community, I'll start the community. But for us to do it together, like for those of us that aren't there, that can't get onto YouTube and show everyone how it's done and how I did it, and I'm there at the finish line, I want to walk hand in hand with some people and really like like help each other to be accountable to really get there, because there is more to life than work. I mean, because we sacrifice so much. Like, I can't tell you, I've missed funerals for family members and like people that are dear to my heart because of work. And at the end of the day, like, I've been laid off twice. I know what that feels like. And the sacrifices that I gave for the job, that when I turn around and look at like, was it really worth it? The answer is always no. Like, and looking back at it now, those times that I was laid off, for budget cuts or what have you that was going on with the company, or just changes in leadership and they just wanted a new team. I've experienced that. Like, I really wish that I knew what I know now, that I might already be retired now. Who knows? Or I might have figured out another way to make income, because like I was watching the video from the new narrative, and she was saying, you know what, a 9 to 5 just wasn't her thing. And so she was able to finesse like different jobs to put together to make a life that she loves. I think she called it like she curated her own life. And that's what I want. Like, I love my job, and I will go 110% like I always do. I go hard for every job that I've ever had. But there comes a time where you just really have to think too, like, okay, I'm going to work hard while I'm at this 9 to 5, while I have to be at this 9 to 5. But then I'm also going to like go hard for the rest of my life and not be on my deathbed with any regrets. Like, we all have regrets of our own, like just with living, that I don't want a job for the purpose of a paycheck to be the reason that I look back on my life and say that I could have done something different and something better, So I hope through this video I'm able to foster a community where we can all get together and encourage each other. And I mean, not all of us are going to want to leave the country. I don't think my life is set up that way right now. I mean, I have a boyfriend that I love, and family here, and my parents are older, and so I don't know if that's right for me. But I'm hopeful. I would love to own some real estate overseas and live there a few months out of the year, and live here and in the States when I want to. And I just want latitude with my life, and I don't even know if that's the right word, but that's what I want. I want some freedom and some flexibility. And so I hope that we can do it together, and we can hit the finish line, and then we can start a whole new channel telling everybody else about how we did it in our special way, and bring everybody else along, because we all deserve it. As human beings, we deserve it. And, anyway, so join me, write some comments down. I don't know what you're supposed to say at the end of a video. Get down and drop down in the comments and leave a note. Let me know how you feel. Am I the only one that feels this way? Like, I'm a little like a late bloomer, and maybe, just need an extra help or boost, or a community of my own that where we can just come along and catch up with everybody else. But I don't know. So just like visit me down below, and let's do this together. All right. Bye.